Is it time for some makeshift? Yes. Yes, it is time for some makeshift. The start of today's makeshift episode is a bit unusual, that being because I started off by actually getting an elytra, finally, and then dying, but I did get an elytra at the end, which is going to make today's project so much easier. Well, what is today's episode about, you might ask? Well, today we're going to make hopefully a lot of money, but also rockets. I want a lot of rockets so I can, fly around just like this. Look at me, I'm a bee who can finally fly. But for rockets, we need gunpowder, and to get gunpowder, I would like to make a mob farm. And yes, there's a reason I'm lubing over the ocean here, and that's because we're gonna make it over the ocean. Okay, so Minecraft spawning, how does it work? Well, around the player is a 120 block radius that mobs can spawn in. However, they cannot spawn within the inner 24 blocks, I believe it is. Right, and the reason I'm doing this in the ocean is so that I don't have to deal with this. I don't want to have to go through and light all of this up. That would suck. I make something underground. No. I could just do it in the ocean here, high up. It'll give me the same effect, so I'm going to build 128 blocks in the air. That'll be my spawning sphere, though I guess I'll probably do like a little bit more, just so I have some room to build as well. I'm probably not going to build this thing to its fullest. I don't see why I would really need to, but I mean, you never know. And then I'm also going to find a designated AFK spot that'll maximize the spawn rates from my sphere. So, I gotta build up. Okay, so in theory, mobs should be able to spawn from, if I were to go 24 blocks down from here, all the way down to the bottom there. Now again, I don't think, right, this is the maximum height it could be. I'm gonna go ahead, I think mark 24 blocks. So right here will be my AFK spot. Mobs can start spawning from this point under. I'm just gonna go ahead and build something around here. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my portable storage, probably gonna want that. Wonderful. And now I have all of my stuff just right here. Ooh, you guys also might be wondering where I got these blocks of experience from. I bought these from Vi's shop. I'm going to link his video in the description. Please go check it out. Oh my gosh, his build was beautiful. Okay, so that brings us to now. What is the plan? Well, I do have a plan. It's going to involve I believe a windmill bearing probably. And I think I'm just going to place that right here. That and some windmill sails, and I should be able to make this thing spin. Just like this, yes. And this doesn't actually need to do that much, right? This, I may want it to spin faster. I don't know. I mean, I think this should be fine. Anyways, that's not super important. We can deal with that later. So the plan, will I be able to land on this? No, so close. There we go. So, okay, I should go into free camp. The plan is I'm going to make basically a bunch of platforms and then make a little arm thingy that's going to sweep the mobs into a hole that'll then either be probably shot up to the AFK spot so I can kill them with my sword. Okay, so here's the plan. I had to build a whole bunch of platforms. I'm probably going to make them 2 blocks tall. Now, I have to find a way to deal with spiders and whatnot. I don't really want Endermen spawning in here because of teleporting. And then I have to make a giant arm that goes through all of them and sweeps them into a hole. So you know what, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's build some platforms. So my first thoughts, I didn't want to make this thing too big just because I don't think it would be very sustainable. I mean, it might be, who knows, maybe. So I think I decided around 9 or 10 platforms. I don't exactly remember which, funny enough. Anyways, and that should produce a very good amount of mobs. In fact, I have some clips later. This is me from the future. I'm gonna show you guys, and honestly, it's one of the best things I've ever seen. I really love this mob farm design. So, do I now have a big mob problem? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, they're falling off. Okay, we'll fix that. Anyways, so this is, I think this is what, 9 layers? 10 layers? I think this is 9 layers of brown terracotta here. So it's a lot of spawning spaces. It's more than it looks. As you can see, there's a lot of mobs already, and they'll keep spawning if I'm in my AFK spot. So now I basically have to go ahead and grab my sails here, get this guy spinning, and I literally just need to make a giant arm, which I guess, I don't know what I'm going to make it out of. I guess it doesn't really matter, so I'll just do black concrete. And all I'm going to do is just glue this huge thing together. So, I mean, given I had a roof over this, because this is going to be one of the floors too, if I go ahead and just connect up some of these guys here. So I'm going to go and replace the windmill bearing, if I could see. I'm not rusty with the elytra here. Go ahead and have just a mechanical bearing instead, just right here. With a water wheel, it should be plenty fast enough. All right, and now, as we can see, yes, This is what we want. I think you guys can kind of see what we're gonna do now here. Yeah, this is gonna look really, really ridiculous when it's done. I promise. I mean, look at all the mobs, by the way. Again, it's daytime, so yeah, this thing is gonna be pretty nuts. So I have to go through, again, I'm gonna make all the mobs despawn here. Bring this arm all the way down on each and every single floor here. And I'm also gonna have to glue all of this together. Okay, so they are all connected here. That did not take long at all. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on again. And I want to just see kind of what we're looking like here. So we should see oh yeah, look at this creeper. Look at this creeper. Oh, barely missed him. Oh, okay, that's fine. So I'm thinking that once I have walls on the edge of this, and if it was nighttime. Oh, there the creeper goes. So once I have walls around this and it looks nice, in fact, let me, I should probably change this guy up here, right? And I'll go ahead and turn this off. And now I'm going to build a cover around this. And I have a really good idea for the cover. I do want to see this once during nighttime to show you guys what this thing is capable of. This thing should start filling up. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn it on. We may want to slow it down if it causes too many problems, but oh yeah, see, look, there they go. Now it does look like spiders are going to cause a problem, which I'm a little bit upset about. I mean, if it goes through and it gets them on the second try here, nope, definitely not. I may have to find something that spiders can't climb on so that this works here. I guess it gets them eventually, but as you can see, yeah, this thing is pretty bananas. Let's go and look at it from right here. That's for every spin, by the way. So the exterior of this thing, I'm thinking I want this thing to just kind of be a bee. Right? I think that'll be cool. As we can see, it's still working, even during the day. And it looks like the spiders are also now getting thrown off. So, you know, I'll take it. So for now, just going a whole bunch of yellow and brown concrete. I'll go ahead and start on the bottom here. Oh, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So after dying a few times, thankfully Matter was here to help me. And also redesigning this thing to, instead of being a bee, I decided to go for a flower pot. We have to get the mobs from down there to up here, or we could use deployers with enchanted swords with mending to kill them, with like looting and all that stuff. But right now, Vi doesn't have a shop open for enchanted books, and he's the one doing that, so... Three things. I think three things. One thing, we need to route power over here. I'm going to do that via chain conveyors. Two, I want the AFK spot here to kind of be a giant flower. I think that would be a really good idea. And three, I did say there was three, right? I think I forgot already. We need to get the mobs up there and find a way to do it. So, anywho, yeah. This thing works like a charm. And I also have to fill this with a little bit more dirt here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started by connecting up power. And I think I'm just going to do an underwater chain drive line. Probably the best way to go. Either that or make a giant bridge. You know, I think I might like the giant bridge idea because that means I can make a train that goes over here, huh? Yep, okay, new idea. Bridge time. So I definitely wanted this bridge to match the theme of this whole playthrough. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this Create series has definitely become kind of a creative outlet for me. And I am really enjoying the way my builds are coming out. So this bridge, I think it looks fantastic. I love the colors. I love the flowers on it. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to get it fully extended. But for now, this will just serve as kind of a power line to the flower pot. Well, here's where I'm the bearer of bad news in that I don't know why, but OBS just decided to not stop the recording correctly, and I lost like a good 3 hours of me working on this project. But I died a lot, but I did end up getting the thing working. It's very bare bones, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you guys right now. And I think it looks good. Really, not much has changed except for the fact that Vi sold me some armor. I guess I didn't pay him. I probably should do that. He forgot about that. But I've made a little bit of a Venus flytrap here. I don't know why it's white. Don't ask me. And if you go down here, this thing is working a charm. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is definitely something I'm proud of. It took me a long time to do, and I have this vault here. And this is what we're going to be working with next for the most part, because we need to store and then also transport all of these items. I mean, when we get our storage facility, but right, I want to have a little bit of a loading bay and also storage for all of the mob farm stuff down here, which means a lot of vaults. All right, a bunch of vaults have been gotten. This should be plenty, I feel like. I'm going to want a whole bunch of brass funnels, probably. So right around here, yes, I'm going to have to get rid of some of this, and I need the train to kind of go out this way. So I'll have the track kind of curved this way. It's going to go around over here where the storage will be, because everything will come down from here on a kind of a little bit of a loading bay, which I guess I should build that before I do anything else. And you know, I actually have some schematics already that should make this easy. Alrighty, so I'm just finishing up some schematic cannoning over here. And yeah, I think this should be enough space. I'm going to get rid of the flowers here and some of the tracks. I'm going to redo it. I just wanted the bridge segment to be copied. And I'm going to have some rail kind of branch off here and go to over here, right? Which I think I should be able to do just by doing like this. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like yes. And probably, I guess... That's a really sharp turn. Do I care? No, I'm going to go ahead and connect that up, and that will be our rail line that connects up to here. I still have to figure out how all of this works because I don't exactly know yet. And I should be able to build something under here that should be really easy to do. For now, I'm going to leave it because I would really like to actually get this a little bit working today. At least getting the storage done is my main goal. And for all the different mob drops I'm getting, I don't exactly know how many there would be. I'm going to say around 9 or 10, so I'm going to build that many vaults just over here. And some things like rotten flesh, I don't really think I need, so I could probably get away with throwing that away, right? One thing I know I want will be bones, probably string as well, obviously gunpowder, but everything else, do I really need to store? I don't know, I might be able to get away with just 5 vaults there, so for now, that's I think what I'll do. And again, for the sake of time in this specific episode, I'm not going to worry about the trains just yet. See, I missed this, dang it. So I think I'm going to do kind of what I did at the main base, where I'm just going to have a belt that goes along this entire thing. And I'm just going to have funnels on each and every one of these that's going to have a filter for the item I want to store in it. For right now, I only have 3 of those items. I'll probably end up having more in the future. And now comes the job of I have to send everything from up there to down here. I think I'm just going to use packages. Yeah, probably a good idea. Alrighty, so back up here I am. It is a absolute mess. Let me tell you. But I should be able to go down here, and I think a packager and a frog port, or no, I don't even need the frog port guy right here. I think I'll be able to just, if I attach a packager like this, and I go ahead and I give it a oop. See, that's what I meant by it's an absolute mess up here. But if I go ahead and I think I can just take a chute and bring this all down. And if I were to go ahead and power the packager, it should do that automatically. Yes, wonderful. Yep, that's what I was scared of. So I need to bring this around to the other side. I don't think that should be too difficult. Just literally have to route it out over. Okay, so now I should be able to go ahead and take these packages, which should be, I guess, I may want to send them off, but I don't want to just yet because... they'd go flying everywhere, but I have to get them to down there. I believe this is the block that they will fall on right here. So I think I'm just going to catch these with a vault, and then I'm going to have a frog port send them onto a chain conveyor that's over there. Oh, and it totally reaches. Okay, and I want this to pick up all packages. So I'm just going to leave it as a wild card. So it should pick up everything that gets sent to over at this flower. Meaning now I just have to have all packages from this frog port also go up to the flower. And I really hope, okay, see, gonna have to be careful, because I don't want this system to mix with this one. So as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna change this up. All right, so what I've done is, well, one, I made the flower look a bit odd. I'll definitely have to fix that. But I've also just made a separate system. So I hope the packages actually do get caught here. If they don't, I'm in big trouble. Right? So yeah, I really should double check and make sure that they do. Anyways, I think it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go ahead and test this out. Alrighty, so it does, in fact, yes, look like that is working. Those, I think, are all going, yes, awesome. Okay, it is working. It's totally working. Beautiful. All right, so now if I go ahead and I get the packages going over here, this is going to be, ooh, yep. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of these, but they are getting caught. Wonderful. And I think I probably want a timer on that frog port or packager up there, just so it's not spamming everything with box. Yeah, we don't want that to happen, do we? No. No, we don't. We probably only want it to happen once every like a minute or so, right? So instead of a lever here, can I put the pulse timer just instead? Man, it's so loud right here. And I'll do this every minute. Right, and this should hopefully no longer back up like crazy. And this should be full of stuff. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so I know for a fact, right? We want probably the first one to be gunpowder. I guess that doesn't really matter so much after that. I go and grab everything else out of here. We want bones. We want string. Oh, it looks like we just got a package. What was in it? A whole bunch of mob drops. Okay, so this is going to be a perfect test. Wonderful. Okay, it looks like this is working. Guys, I think we did it. So now I just have to get packages, stock links on all of this. I don't exactly know how the train stuff works with the frog ports and packages and whatnot. So any tips you guys have for me with the trains and packagers, do please let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that. So now I think it's about time I test out this farm. Let's get some mob drops. Yep. I did not really run this for that long, and we're up to multiple thousands of things. And it also runs on its own because of entity cramming, but we have over 32 stacks of gunpowder in here. Oh my gosh. So fireworks should no longer be an issue. We really now just have to make a sugarcane farm, and then we can make a whole bunch of shops. And again, at some point, probably next time, I gotta figure out this whole train situation and also finish the bridge, but I ran out of terracotta, so that kind of halted my plans there. So back over at the industrial district, I have got to make a sugarcane farm. Now, I don't know how fast it really needs to be, but I also have to find a spot for it. So I think this is also a good time to keep planning out my industrial district. Like, do I want a road going over here? I probably want the sugarcane farm like right here. Yeah, actually, I think I like that idea. Have the factory like right here. Anyway, yeah, so, and now I have tuff, so I can keep building and building and building. Anyways, I've got to build a factory, and because I've been working so long on everything over here for the mob farm, kind of like my brain hurts. So I could not be bothered to design something in survival mode. So I think I'm just going to build a factory on creative and schematic cannon it in, because I have been working on this video for a hot minute. And because my brain hurts, I think it's time for a little bit of good vibes to bring to the server and Vi's online. So let's give them a little free sample. I got to find you. I don't know if I'm close to you or not. What is going on here?
I've deleted the nether.
What is this contraption doing? It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. Is it making a perimeter around the
scaffolding? Yep, essentially. It's just a world eater.
Well, hopefully. Well, I'll give you a story first while I'm here. I have been like, okay, my head hurts. I'm sure you can relate. This looks like a head hurting project too. I've died like I think 20 times. Working on that mob farm, right? And building it, everything. I was like, okay, all right, I gotta. My brain needs a break. Anyway, so I figured let's go and bring some good vibes. I bring some gifts.
Oh, dude, I need these so bad. Actually, I was down to like my last stack.
Yeah, I got you. That's a little free sample. Perfect. All right, but anywho, I have been busy on that creative world making a schematic. Whew, jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my head does hurt, so I do kind of want to get as much of this done as possible. So with this factory, I decided to start out with the foundation just like every other one, and I went ahead and just schematic cannon. Right? I was being lazy today. I do like the color scheme of this one. I like the brown top, the yellow, and the green. I think it fits in nicely. It definitely gives a green kind of vibe, while also kind of giving off the vibrant, colorful theme I'm trying to do with the flower forest. So the best of both worlds, right? Oh, I feel like plants are here. Oh, it's also in my flower forest. That was the vibe I was going for. Do let me know if you guys agree, but I like the way it turned out. Man, let me tell you, I cannot wait for this area to really start shaping up. I think it's going to be so awesome. Anywho, we have a new factory. I do like this one. I do still think I have a lot of room to improve. Oh, also seem to have missed a few things here. Give me 1 second. Yep, go ahead and fix this up. All right, awesome. There we go. Anywho, yes, so I have some plans here, right? Like this is going to be for a car to come up, pick up stuff from here. You guys might be wondering why this part's red. I want to make rockets here. That's the plan. So I have to have a truck probably come up and then also probably go down. This truck will drop off gunpowder, and then that will be turned to rockets here. We'll have also a big vault for that, and then it'll pick up rockets. Actually, does it need to pick up rockets? It might. It might not. I may or may not implement that. We'll see. But it is time for a bit of a sugarcane farm. So let's do just that. If I go ahead and just surround the perimeter here, grab some water, and I can just fill this whole thing in with water, just like so, and then put in the dirt. I feel so smart right now. I feel so smart right now. Right, and then I can just put sugarcane on all of this. Yep, wonderful, perfect, amazing. All right, so I'm gonna get a few layers of this in here, because like I said, I want this sugarcane farm to be pretty dang fast. So I will be back when I have a good amount of layers in here. Alrighty, so something like this should be good. This actually took a lot of time to fill in the water. Oh yeah, 3 layers of this. I could have added another one. I could not be bothered. Oh, it's too much work for that. Anyways, we have to populate this with a lot of sugarcane, and dumb little me used all the current sugarcane that I had for rockets. Don't know why I did that. Also shows the inside of this factory is not even close to looking good. I may or may not remember to do that. We'll see. I usually don't really go inside of these factories that much once they're done, so with the exception being this one. But I have 1 sugarcane. But while I wait for that sugarcane to start growing, we can go ahead and make the contraption for collecting it, which is going to need a whole lot of saws. Alrighty, so all of the saws need to be on this second level here and attached like so. All right, go ahead and glue all of this together. I need this on all 3 platforms. Go ahead and glue all of this together, and boom, we have 1 giant big saw. And I think I want this thing controlled by just a gantry shaft. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to go this way. We'll have it attached right there. There we go. So I want the gantry shaft just like this. And then this, I just want to go pretty much back and forth over and over again. I guess I could probably put it on a timer, but it's gonna need a gear shift with the timer. So I gotta hook up power to this building over here. I guess I might as well just do it smack dab in the middle, like right here. Awesome, so now I have power connected up over here. Alrighty, so everything is stuck together. I should be able to see that this will now go ahead and work. So if I go ahead and connect this up with a gear shift, I get a pulse extender. We'll put this on like 10 seconds max. A pulse timer on a minute. Yes, it'll go all the way to the end, and as soon as this 10 seconds is honestly, it could be 5 seconds. That was so fast. It'll come all the way back around, and then in another minute, it'll go back and collect everything again. Wonderful. Amazing. Yes, and as we can see, it did actually work. So I'm going to get a big old vault here to store all of the sugarcane. In fact, I could go even bigger than this. I'm going to do a max size. Go ahead and get a hopper here. So now all the sugarcane that goes through will go into this item vault. So if there was any that was collected, we should see it get put into here. It looks like no. there was no sugarcane collected. Oh, no, I did also just realize I probably don't want this as a portable storage interface, but rather, okay, gotta change something up here. Hold on, because the gantry shaft makes this a actual block again and not just always a contraption. So some item drains and funnels should get things from here to here. But now I have to turn that into paper. And also I would like to be making sugar, which I think I could do. Oh, I could do it by crushing it or by milling it. So first I'm going to be making paper. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to be grabbing, yep, just like that, sugarcane from this vault. I'm then going to be pressing it into paper. Simple enough. Yes. And now, oh, that's not what I wanted to make. Okay, so I want paper to come out of here. Hopefully that happens fast enough. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it into another very large vault right here. Yeah, I can get away with being this big here. And next I want to go ahead and I want to make sugar. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the sugar cane and put it into some millstones. For now, I'm going to turn this off though. I don't actually want to use any of the sugar cane that's in here yet because I need to be obviously making more inside of the farm. Yes, so now all the millstones are running and I don't know if this will work. Like if I just put anything in there, I don't think it'll work. But hopefully, like if I were to grab a piece of this sugar cane, that should come out as, yep, perfect. Sugar. Awesome. Beautiful. And this we can go ahead and store just like so. It doesn't need to be that big of a vault. Wonderful. So that is paper and also sugar on passive now. Obviously, I just have to get my sugarcane farm here filled up, which is going to be a bit annoying. It's going to take a while. So yeah. It's time to make some money. I've already associated this song that's playing with shops. So expect to hear this one multiple times when I'm making something shop-wise. So yeah, I do want to finish off today with actually making some shops because I feel like I didn't finish off my little street here. And now I have a lot more shops that I can make. And I brought my stuff with me here, so that should help. So I started off with the terracotta shop and just using the same simple formula that I've been using for my other shops. And next up was the fireworks shop, and boy oh boy was I happy with this one. I even did a little bit of an interior. Yep, I'm happy with this one. I am happy with this one. I'm debating whether I want to actually put windows here. I don't know. I was thinking of putting a giant sign here, so do let me know. I do have a sign there. I made that one myself. And in here, I want it to be like a quick stop and go, right? Get my fireworks and leave. I don't have to deal with the door or anything like that. It's just out and open. It's fast. I love it in here. And I have a little thing in here, flying it out. That's the name of the shop, and rockets in stock. Kind of like hyping you up about rockets. Very much what I was going for. I think I hit the mark. Do let me know what you guys think. Anywho, I do have to AFK a bit for paper and stock this thing up. I did end up getting that completely filled out, the sugarcane farm. And this is the terracotta shop. I wanted to feel cozy again. I think I did a good job. I haven't actually set this one up yet, so that'll probably happen in between episodes. The same thing with stocking up this one. But anyways, unfortunately, I am way out of time. I spent so much time on this episode and so many things have been done. I have no idea what I'm going to put in the thumbnail. So I should get rid of this, huh? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of MakeShift/Create. If you guys did enjoy and want to see more of me and more of Create Mod, please hit the like button down below. And make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss an upload. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Makeshift. Later!